On our previous episode of To the Crag, we showed you a crag that's dedicated to the elite climber. On today's episode, this crag is for the climber who's still finding their fate. Hello and welcome to the crag. On today's episode, we're in the outskirts of Plovdiv at a crag that's still completely unknown. Welcome to Tamrash. Tamrash has sport routes from Font 4B to 7A+. It's also got a couple of additional routes if you're that way inclined. It's a short distance from Plovdiv, making it ideal for a day trip. The crag has been recently developed and it has a lot of room for expansion. To get to Tamrash, all you've got to do is follow the coordinates on the online guidebook. It's best to come here by car. If you want to come by public transport, the nearest town is a town called Habrno. You can get here from Plovdiv by bus, and from Habrno, you'd have to get here either by walking or cycling. But again, we do recommend taking the car. All you have to do from Habrno is you're going to follow the road towards Sitovo. You're going to keep on going, you'll see a junction, you're going to stick to the right. You'll see a water tap. Once you're at this water tap, you'll continue forward a little bit longer. You'll see a lay-by on your right-hand side. You're going to skip this lay-by and you're going to see the second one. Once you're here, this is the beginning of the walk-in. Once you're arrived at the lay-by, you'll see a small path emerging between the trees. Shortly, you'll see a yellow sign guiding you to the crag. From here, you'll see numerous blue markings on the trees. Continue following these markings as they will show you the way. You'll see a stone arrow and the walk-in will become steep. It's very easy to fall, as myself and several others fell in the making of this video. Once you reach the river, you'll see a bridge on your right-hand side. This is not for the faint of heart, as in we don't recommend bringing small kids or dogs here because the fall off this bridge will be quite dangerous, considering the deep and shallow water here. After you cross this bridge, you'll look directly ahead and the path will continue upwards. It gets quite steep here. If you follow the path to the right-hand side, it will take you to the sector on the right. If you follow the path to the left, it will take you to the sector on the left-hand side. The equipment you need for Tamrash is a 40-metre rope. The majority of routes here are less than 20 meters, but one thing you have to remember is always to tie a knot at the end of your rope. There's an exception, and that route is called Pillar of Dreams. It's a 7A+, it's 44 meters long if you want to try something longer. Just remember you're climbing this to bring in a long enough rope. Regarding quick draws, we recommend bringing between 15 and 20 just to be safe. However, with 10, you'll be able to climb the majority of routes here. The routes here are equipped with glue-ons, and at the anchors you'll see malleons. If you want to do some traditional climbing here, just make sure you bring a full rack, as there's plenty of routes to choose from. The climbing here is beginner friendly, as you have numerous short routes and easy grades, which means that your belayer will always have line of sight with you, which means communication is nice and easy, even if it's just for motivation. This crag is still relatively new, so one thing we do recommend is always to wear a helmet, as there is a risk of falling rocks. The style of climbing here is mainly slab climbing. As you look at the routes, and a lot of these routes have beautiful crimpy sequences. You'll notice large ledges for you to stand on and obvious cracks. The rock here faces southwest, which means it will be in direct sunlight the majority of the day. This makes it ideal for winter climbing, so you can climb even if you can't feel your fingers. You can typically climb here in winter, early spring and late autumn. If you plan to do a full day climbing in the summer, what we recommend is to come here early morning and do the sector on the left, and with your afternoon, you can go to the neighbouring venue of Branisitsa, where you can climb in the afternoon. And without further ado, I want to introduce you to the two gentlemen who are responsible for making this crag. Gentlemen, Peter and Ovi, can you tell us more about the crag Tamrash?
Здравейте, аз съм Петър.
Аз съм Ови.
Ние сме двамата виновници за съществуването на обекта Тамраш. Вдъхновението за този обект ни дойде от там, че имаше прекалено много проблеми за правенето на модерни, обезопасени и спортни маршрути на вече съществуващия обект Бряновщица. И затова решихме да намерим нова подходяща скала, на която да реализираме този проект.
Двата обекта имат визуална връзка. Един ден Петър дойде при мен и каза: абе, Ови, надолу има едни скали. И аз му казах: да, знам ги, да им да се разходим. И дойдохме тук и аз останах доста очарован, защото имаше доста потенциал и в рамките на 2 години го развихме, мисля, че доста добре не се получи. Като любим маршрут нямам тук, защото всички са много хубави и са за катерене са просто превъзходни. Трябва да дойдете да се пробват.
Нашия съвет към катерачното общество е: идвайте и катерете, защото ние това започваме да правим и ви пожелаваме приятен ден.
Thank you very much, Peter Novi. That was very insightful and very interesting to hear. A couple of tips I would like to give for this crag is that there's no cell phone reception, which means if you're here, you can't phone out in case of emergency. Because of this, I'd also recommend using the 27 Crags app so you can see the top outs just so you know which routes are which. And the good thing about this is all the routes are available offline. There's no water tap at the crag. The best thing to do is if you look at the water tap that's in the drive-in, fill your water bottles here and bring them down with you. If you're a beginner, it's worth mentioning that if you climb all day and your hands get chucked up, it's very good for you to wash your hands and moisturise them. This will keep your skin in good care, which means you can climb for longer. Another thing I want to mention is there's no toilets or bins at this crag. So if you do leave waste, make sure to take it back with you. If you're looking to get food, the local town of Haberno has a number of shops and restaurants if you want to bring food in. And regarding accommodation, you have the village of Haberno has a guest house as well as the surrounding villages. Plovdiv is also close enough if you want to rent a room or go to a hotel. If you don't want to do that, if you go up the road to Branivsitsa, you can quite easily camp there as there's space and there is a shelter there as well. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you do like this content, remember to like and subscribe. And if you're feeling generous, we do have a Patreon account with various perks. I'd like to say thank you to our partners, Alpi, Climb On, Sing and Rock, 27 Crags, and our media partner, Magazine 360. And we'll see you in the next one.